Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here with update 5, and we are just coming out of a drought. But it was a 9-day drought, and the good thing is our water survived. So I reckon we've got about 10 days. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccup. 10 days of every time I start recording, hiccup. We got about 10 days worth of water stored in here, which is awesome. Awesome. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that. So if the drought's longer than 10 days, we're gonna have problems. I did turn the pumps off right at the start of the drought, so okay. We have loads of beavers. We've got beavers coming in now. We've still got 11 jobs spare everywhere, so yeah, we're still struggling in places. But we do have some smelter. We have smelter with some metal blocks in it. Three metal blocks. Awesome. Yeah, I think by the time we actually get this running, this is going to be empty anyway, so might cancel this one, actually. Might cancel this one and this one here, and then come back up here. So let's have a look at building up here. But we kind of want to build in a way that we're not going to hurt our beavers. So, yeah. How do we do that? Let's see. So the centrifuge requires 200 horsepower, and a water wheel can produce, I don't know how much power. I don't think there's a lot of power coming through here, if that makes sense. I don't think there's a lot of flow, but there is flow, which means that there is some form of power coming through. So I kind of want to put this like I don't want to put it there because it's got one block up against it, so that won't really work for it. I want to have at least a box behind it. So I suppose we could put it there. That would work. I think that would be the best place for it. That would be the best place in here to get the most oomph from it. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to run the power up and onto top of platforms, because we don't want to be on the ground floor. So let's look at doing something like this. How big was the centrifuge? It's a 3x3. Okay. I could run the power way along and down over here, but we'll build it here. It'll be easier. Okay, so 3x3 like that. Okay. And then what we can do is put in that there. We want to put in a Badwater pump here, because that can pump the water out there. We want to put in a centrifuge there, like that. That's not going to work. At least I don't think that's going to work. Let's unlock the high power shaft. Yes, it is, because the high power shaft can plug straight into the side of it. And there we go. There is all our power. And then all I have to do is make sure the beavers don't walk on the floor. They can walk on the floor a little tiny bit. You know, it doesn't matter if they're just walking up, but as long as they're not in here all the time. There's your entrances there. Okay, so I'm going to have I think what we're going to do is we'll do this and then have them walk over here. I think they'll be okay for that. Just walking backwards and forwards should be okay for them, because they won't be doing it that much. We're doing it like every day, you know, once a day, but that'll be fine. And then down here we can have 2 storages, one for bad water and one for extract. There we go. Awesome. And that should work. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't work. Okay, cool. Right. Let's re-enable our pump, shall we? Those going. And we can't need more, but we're good. Water's good. We could definitely do with more water storage, but that's the centrifuge. Just get rid of that. We don't need that there. Let's unpause all these houses, shall we? Oh no, they're not paused. Let's connect all these houses, shall we? Yeah, we'll let our beavers breed some more. I think we're good. I think we're good. Once this dries out here, which it will do very, very soon, we'll be able to do some fancy redirecting of the water here. In fact, what we could do is unlock the explosive factory and put it here. And then we could get this making dynamite, which would be awesome. We can just blow a hole along here and everything would be cool. Okay. Okay. That's the plan. That's the plan. We still need to build this here as well. So that's going to obviously come along as and when we get beavers in here. They will come down and do this job here. So that'll be fine. But this isn't detrimentally important because we don't flood over here. So at least I don't think, did we? I don't remember. But anyway, we're good. So let's speed up some time and let's just continue with the regrowth of the population, because we've survived the Badwater apocalypse. Well, we've survived one Badwater apocalypse, but what about second Badwater apocalypse? Okay, so we're in another drought. This one's quite a short one, 5-day drought, so it's not too bad. This is completely dried up, which is awesome, and I'm trying to chop down some trees up here. We have this, we don't have any scrap metal planks, that's fine. There are a few things we are definitely going to need. Food, for one, we've run out of carrots. We definitely need to get some food going back here. And also water. We've increased our population a lot. There's 120 beavers potentially. And that's 240 water a day. That's it's not quite one medium tank, but one medium tank a day. So we've got 4-5-ish days of water there. So we need to desperately do more of that. I unfortunately can't build the larger ones because they require metal, and we really are not getting the metal in at the moment. I think that's purely just because it's a distance thing. So there's two things we should do. One should increase the water production. So I'm going to do that right here. We're going to put in here, and then we're going to put in loads of pumps. Opposite the pumps, we're going to put in loads of water storage. Like this. There we go. Okay, that can be done. Also, we're going to put in a hauler post, because I think that's going to help us. I think a hauler post will help us. We can set it to be like the lowest priority of workers. So over there. Let's put it in up here where it's not put it there, and we're going to increase it to 10 workers, but the lowest priority, so any worker that's just not anyone that's unemployed will go to here. Build that first, please, and then they can move things around. They can do stuff around. We're not building the explosive factory because we're still building the centrifuge. We have one more metal block to go on this, and we will have that, which will be awesome. Should have probably done the explosive factories first, but hey ho. Let's pause these. I don't want you mind you, the drought's just ended, so actually, you know what, unpause all these. Go. Okay, I want to store more water here as well, which means doing stuff here. So I want to get an explosive going so I can do like one hole and have a nice big green area to plant crops in. So that'd be awesome. Because also I'm saying about this hole here, we could fill this hole and fill it with water. So why don't we fill it with dirt instead? We can get the excavator, which can actually now be run with beavers. Beavers can use the excavator. And we can get a terraforming station, and we could actually fill this with land and use this area as crops. So kind of like that idea instead, going that way. We do, however, need more carrots, so I am going to put more carrots in like now. Let's do this. Hold tab and tell all these you can store water in them. There we go. And also, let's go into our buildings here. Buildings, that one, scroll down the bottom, this is the water pumps. We want to put all water pumps to be the highest priority, so they always get beavers in them. So, okay. So you're good. I'm going to say, could you stop planting crops there? I want to put more water storage in here. Okay. And I think we're going to enable this farm and then disable this farm. because it's keeping up. One farm is keeping up. No, it's not. It's not keeping up actually. So maybe we could do with another farm over here then somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I will. I'll put the farms on the end here because we can't use all this land on the end here anyway. Oh, put 2 farms over there. Oh, that's trees. That's not trees. That's not what I want. I want to do this. Like this. Don't plant the crops up there. And then we'll move you over to here. And we'll put 2 farms in here. And they can... yeah, put 2 farms in there. And they can do the fit potatoes. That'll be fine. We'll get rid of this farm here. And we'll put in some more potatoes behind that. So we can plant some more potatoes here. Like that. And then this will become water tower. So let's do that. Then this will become water tower when we have the space for it here. Okay. Okay, you are planks. We've turned off the planks at the moment. I need to re-enable this now. Boop, boop, and then turn these ones off. There we go. But not that matters because we've got plenty of beaver spare, but yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's all good. Metal's good. This is fine. Yeah, I think it's just that you weren't getting the scrap metal and you had to walk all the way down here to do it, whereas now we've got the haulers to move stuff around. So, yeah, better. Hey, the centrifuge is running. Hey, let's have a look at this fancy building. Awesome. It is exactly the same as a centrifuge would be. You put stuff in usually a glass vial or in any container and you spin it around and the heavier stuff ends up at the bottom and the lighter stuff ends up at the top. That's just generally how it works. Fantastic. Okay, and then obviously when you're done, because it's separated out there, you can take the stuff out. I suppose they're just boiling it off. So nice. Breathe in the lovely green smoke. Beautiful. Now we have extract, which is awesome. So that means you're going to start getting built next, which is also awesome. And then we need to look at some form of getting better power going here. Somehow. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to force the river to be thinner here so that we can squeeze a bit more power out of these, because we're losing some power with the water travelling this way. Just as a bit of yeah. I don't think it's going to add that much to it, but we'll add a bit more to it. And if we need more power, we can always put more water wheels in behind here, because that would work fine. We put water wheels in here, they connect to the back of that building there, and more power. Awesome. And this will be our power system. Okay. Carrots, however. Carrots. We need carrots. We need carrots. So let's put carrots down on the coast here, shall we? And I move this path back to being there. So let's do that. Let's remove all of these here. Move that to there. Remove that to there. There we go. Okay. And then let's put in a couple of farms. So I'm going to put in like a farm here and a farm here. Yep. And then we're going to put in carrots in all along the coast, all along the edge of the coast. We're going to put in carrots, not over on that. And up there, we don't need that. Boom, and we'll put carrots in there as well. But I'd also like to get wheat going, because wheat, yes, requires a fair bit of processing, but is by far one of the best storage options there is. So one of the best, most efficient crops there is. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's put in another carrot storage down here. Look at beautiful carrots. Boom. Not fussed about trying to fill this up here. We should probably fill it up here. I could put a water dump in and see whether it's enough to keep the whole. I don't think one water dump's enough for that, but we could always give it a try. A fluid dump. We could put a fluid dump in there, and that would temporarily give us some until we can get up to the point of filling this, because I'd like to fill it with land. So until we can get up to the point of filling it, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just have you dumping water. So yeah. Okay, many things to build. This is finished, so we haven't got to worry about flooding over here. What I'm going to do here, I've realised. I want to. I think I want to put in a floodgate here. Single high floodgate. Yeah. And have it fully open. Okay, and then what we'll do is when we get a bad water, we'll seal that up, and then we will trickle the bad water in, because all the bad water stores itself here, and there's not a lot we can do about it because of how I've designed this. I should have built this further back here, which would have allowed the bad water to flow away, but I didn't. So what we can do is we can seal this floodgate off. We can cause, we can block all the water in the back there. Then when we open this up, the flood water will come down and it will flood around. If we open this a little tiny bit, like open just one of them, we can unsynchronize them and open just one of them, and let the water flow out. We can let the water flow out slowly. It won't overbear, won't flow over the top things, won't fill this with bad water, because this takes days to empty if it's full of bad water. It takes days and days to empty out. It only affects our trees, so it's not terrible, but it's still, you know, if we can prevent it, we should. So. Okay, so build me that. Thank you very much. Build me these. Thank you very much. Also put the... you are going to prioritize carrots, and you're going to prioritize carrots. You're doing carrots, you're doing potatoes. We'll move the potato farms over there. So yeah, so we have more potatoes coming in because we are going down. I think the potatoes are dropping because the carrots, we just don't have enough carrots. So we get more. Okay, we have a plan. We have a plan, and everything is awesome until more bad water comes, and then but we have a plan for the bad water as well. So, yeah. Okay, things are built. Waters are pumping. Dynamite's dynamiting. Yep, we have some dynamite. We have 4, and it seems like some beavers have been brightening themselves up already because we've got 400 beavers as well. So, 4 dynamite, 400 beavers. However, I've got some ratios wrong going on here. I have changed this farm to be harvesting only for the moment because, wow, we were really bad on food at one point. So I'm just stripping the farm, and then these 2 will come along and we'll be fine. Oh, I also need to turn this back on. I paused this because I wanted to empty this of wood, and forgot to turn it back on again, so oops. But that's okay. So you're doing it. So you'll get wood and then build. It'll be fine. Okay. However, we do have a problem, and that is that we don't have enough bad water. We need to get more bad water. I was looking at this here, and I realised that this isn't right. So this takes 0.33 hours to make 1. So that means it makes 3 an hour. In 0.99, so 3 an hour. This uses 4 in 0.75 hours. So that means in 3 hours it uses 16. And this produces 3 in an hour, which means you would need, the ratio would be 4 of these. No, sorry, would be, it's 4 to 5. 4 to 5 ratio, I feel that. So you'd need, so, no, not 4 to 5, 3 to 1. You need 3 of these, and they will pump 15 in an hour, in 3 hours, and this uses 16 in 3 hours. So you need 4 technically, but also this here, sorry, I was getting my numbers mixed up between this building, and I was trying to figure out what the ratios were. So this is like 3.3 to 1. So yeah, you need so three of these will produce, so they produce 3 an hour. So no, sorry, 5 of these. Wow, 5.3 to 1. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's what I get for doing this and being like, okay, so I know what that is now. Let's figure out what this one is, and then try and talk without my brain mixing the 2 up together. So yeah, so you need 5.3 bad water pumps because they produce 3 an hour. So 5 is 5, 10, 3 an hour is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 5 of them is 15. And this requires, if you built 4 of these, you would need 16 an hour. So it's 5 bad water pumps to 4 centrifuges. That's the way my brain was trying to go with it. So yeah, but then you throw this one in here that needs 5 every 3 hours, and it just makes stuff really weird and broken and stuff like that. But it's not correct. It's 5.3 to 4 of these, and then it's just so trying to figure out ratios is fine. But as I said before, I think not in this playthrough, but in my you're awkward. Let's do that. My modded playthrough. Trying to get the actual ratios correct, as in like this one building, if it was at 100% productivity compared to this building, you would be doing stuff like I need 16 to 10 buildings to get it 100% matched, because the numbers just don't work around. I don't think the game's designed that way in mind anyway. It's not like Factorio or Satisfactory or anything like that where you do that sort of balancing. It's more of a whole, you build more than you need and you just store it. and then you use it, because productivity changes as well. This is only running at 50%. This is running at basically 100%. So therefore, this is only going to be needing instead of 4 an hour, it's going to be needing 2 an hour right now. You can also drop this down here, so it only does 2 an hour, which means then 1-to-1 is fine. If we drop down, you just get less extract. So yeah, it's yeah. you could figure out the ratios, but it will take you a lot of time and a lot of effort. So what I'm going to do is not bother with that, because that's just far too much like thinking, which I have been doing, as you can tell, and my brain is fried from just figuring out that number there. But that's because, as I said, I figured out the ratio here of it's 5.3 to 4, and then I was like, well, how many does this need? Well, it needs 5 every 3 hours, and I no. So yeah, and this as well. It would be nice to know how much of an area one fluid dump can actually fill and sustain, because this is poured out to here and it isn't going up anymore. The water isn't raising. So I wouldn't expect one dump to do this at all. I know it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't do it. But might have to do some experimentation at some point. I've said this for a little bit. We're just going to do it with medical beds, and then they're going to get rid of them. So please don't get rid of the water dump. I like the fluid dump. It's nice. Yeah, it would be nice to figure out exactly how much space a fluid dump can sustain when it's running at pretty high productivity. You never really get 100% productivity, because the beaver always has to go and get some food, so food and water. So they're never 100% productivity. So, but unless you put a bot in it, I suppose you could put a bot in it, and that would go. I don't know. But anyway, I'm rambling. What I'm saying is everything is good. We are happy. Things are wonderful. We have another drought coming, not a bad water tide. So I was hoping it would be a bad water tide so I could test my theory for this, but it's not. So that's fine. That's fine. I might seal this off before the drought comes and see if we can store a bit more water in here. And then, if the drought's too long, we could always dump water down and keep the farms going. That might work. Don't know. Yeah. Can I set you all to harvesting, please, for a moment? I really want you to get rid of this crop right here. Please. Okay, so we'll leave this one here, and we will come back next time, and we will have more bad water pumps. We will have... this isn't going to work anymore. I don't think this is expanding at all. It might be expanding, yeah, one little bit at a time. Look, one little... It's not enough. I don't think it's enough to fill this. I might be wrong, but I don't think this is enough to deal with evaporation. So, but we'll see. We will see, and we will come out next time, and then maybe we'll tackle some wheat, because I'd like to get some wheat going. And also, maybe we'll get some windmills, because windmills are awesome when they work. Windmills and batteries would be nice, I suppose. What I should do, put in a storage. We got storage here. I'm going to change this from wood to metal planks. There you go. So you can just store them. It's a long way away, but fine. And you can only store 5 explosives now. That used to be 13. I'm sure it used to be 13. I am offended by this change. How dare they? Dare they? Put it up here. Explosives. Boom. There we go. Okay. So we'll come back. We'll have more things, and then we can start playing with kaboomies, and probably just explode this and drop it in here, and it'll be fine, and get rid of that pump. But yeah. Okay. Thank Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.